Welcome, dear learners. Dear learners, it is assumed that you are quite aware about the concept of time, its value, and the time wasters. Now, in this video, we will learn some of the essentials for getting the most out of the time available to the manager and others in the organization. This video cannot help you how to add extra hours to your day or how to add extra days to your life, but definitely this video will help you to train yourself to do more in less time, and that too without any fatigue or loss of effectiveness. In the industrial model, the adage time is money, meaning thereby that money is the resource and the time the way to measure whether this resource is being utilized properly or not. But in the new economic model, this axiom has been reversed. Money is time, maintaining thereby that time is the resource and money the way to measure whether one is deriving as much value out of this resource as one might. So, dear learners, time is a very valuable, scarce, and irreplaceable resource. Once it is gone forever. And as you know, that this is a very unique resource. Everybody has got 24 hours a day or 365 days in a year. Nobody gets more or less, no matter how rich or poor, intelligent or ignorant, has the same 24 hours in a day. So, smart time management brings success. So, let us understand some of the essentials for getting the most out of the time available. You need to recognize, first of all, the obstacles that exist and you need to identify them, and then employ strategies to overcome or to make your time very productive. So, time management is managing time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right activity. Why do we need time management? To save time, to reduce stress, to function effectively, to increase our work output, or to have more control over our job responsibilities. So, the first strategy for making the time more productive is setting smart goals. There should be an element of specificity. The goal should be measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. And as an individual, you need to give focus on the goals. So, goal setting brings precision in your work and the work can be carried out effectively. Another strategy is to communicate properly. For this, use clear and concise as well as legible instructions when you are giving a written note. Make letter directly to the person concerned. No need to send a copy to all the persons, because that will waste the time of other persons because they are not involved. You need to talk face to face while communicating. Sometimes you can also scrutinize your speech style by recording your voice on a tape recorder. Use simple language which your audience, which your subordinates can understand. Our purpose is not to impress upon our audience with the use of bombastic language. Our purpose is to make the message clear. So, simple language, and develop an art of listening also, and simultaneously give feedback and seek feedback. So, encourage feedback and avoid too much socialization during working hours. You can have a slot during lunch break or tea break. You can socialize with other people. Art of delegation is another strategy for making the productive use of time. You need to have a confidence and trust in the person to which you are giving the task. Initially, you can give routine correspondence or responsibility matter to the subordinate. The idea is to develop him or her. Another is learn how to delegate and what to delegate. You need to do the job priorities. Prepare a to-do list and see which activity is to be taken first, which activity is to be taken later on. So you can ask few questions from yourself. Can I avoid them? Can I delegate them? Can I postpone them? Cut down paperwork. Before going to home, scrap unnecessary material from your office table. Send copy to only directly concerned. Avoid clutter. Clean desk completely before going, and apply this rule, that is draft on a letter. Either do it, you have to decide whether it is to be referred to or put it in abeyance, file it or throw it away. Make decision quickly, don't postpone. Make your mind efficiently and quick, and should not be postponing, and handle your mail just one and decide. Another is set specific times, and you can also create some quiet time when there is no movement, no visitor. You can focus on the creative activity. Control interruptions by limiting phone calls to real communication. You can delegate the information giving or receiving calls to your colleague. Even you need to plan your outgoing calls, and it is easier to say no also. Delegate information giving or inquiry calls, and keep the door of your room closed for some time. During that time, you can carry out or you can think about some creative activity. While going for outside, that is while traveling, ask yourself, should I go? Can it be handled on phone or by sending mail? Can this work be accomplished by sending some other subordinate? And in any case, your travel is very important, then utilize small time segments. Identify work that can be done while travel. Use your waiting time on public transportation, or say at the doctor's clinic. You can read some book or read some you can say proposal. While conducting meetings, ask yourself, what is the agenda? Who should be involved? So you need to determine the structure of the meeting and make known the agenda to all the members in advance with an indication of startup time and finish up time. And you need to record the minutes of the meeting so that you can take some follow-up action. Another strategy for making the productive use of time is to learn to say no, because you cannot do everything. Don't undertake things you cannot complete. A good boss will always ask the subordinate before assigning him any task, how are you placed today? Okay, so this should be the strategy of good time management. And when you say no, say with tact and firmness. Remain consistent to your decision and accept invitations to meetings and seminars selectively. You need not go to each and every seminar. You can delegate your colleague for a particular event. Time planning and budgeting is another strategy for making the productive use of time. Plan your day the night before. Prepare a to-do list and also maintain a time log. And this is the illustration of a time log. So time, action, priority, and the comments, or the, you can say, the disposition or results, etc. Another is keep yourself physically and mentally balanced. Enjoy what you are doing. Try to express emotions. Take time to relax. Conserve your energy and build your health by following good routines, and become an organized personality. That is, this you can do by avoiding too much activity at a time. You can also monitor the progress and evaluate the results, and give yourself an appraisal. That is, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what things you do well or don't do well, and what knowledge, skills, and attitude you need to acquire. So, dear learners, the essence of time management is doing first thing first, because you cannot change time, but it is time for you to change. So, manage your time and keep smiling. Thank you.